Well, I have to say that the speech, in my opinion, while the governor did a decent job in terms of delivery of the speech, I found it lacking in terms of addressing the real problems that I think exist here in the state of Indiana. I've said for some time now that while we do have many problems and those issues can be very complex, they really boil down to two very simple facts about the state of Indiana. One is that wages are stagnant. We need to find ways to raise the real income and the real standard of living of Hoosiers in our state. And unfortunately, the state of health of average citizens in the state is not great either. We rank somewhere in the bottom 20% when it comes to the overall healthiness of our citizens. So what you hope that you hear in a governor's speech for the state of the state is how to address the real problems that exist, give us concrete ideas and solutions on how to find solutions for them. And I have to say I did not enjoy that in the governor's speech this evening. I will applaud his idea of increased funding for education. That is a key. However, I fear that once you get into the details of that money, we're going to find that a good portion of that is spent on some things that I do not agree with. Increased funding for vouchers for private schools and increased funding for charter schools. What we really need to do is to address the issues that exist in our existing public schools and find ways that we can support and give resources to our public educators out there that are doing the real job of educating our kids. But I was hoping that we'd hear more details. We'll continue to work to press the governor to fully fund the additional 77 caseworkers you see here in the badge that I'm wearing, which are needed to protect the children in the state of Indiana in the Child Protective Services Division of our state. That to me was a priority that should have been mentioned and we didn't hear about this evening. We will continue to fight for early childhood education because that's important, and I was disappointed the governor only spoke about maintaining the funding instead of expanding the funding. There are many counties which are ready now to implement early childhood education programs. I also wish that we had taken a look at increasing the minimum wage, as so many other states have done. That would be a way to give people an increase in income in our state, and things like the earned income tax credit too, which helps raise people out of poverty. So we have concrete solutions that we will offer to the governor if he's not willing to give us his ideas. So having come out of the state of the state, we'll go forward and we'll press our own agenda with some of these ideas I've just mentioned, which we are sure will help with the betterment of our state.